Hey guys, listen, I'm in the backyard, I'm fooling around, I'm in between a couple of videos here. You know, the video I just released about the 10 bands that should retire, actually, if you remember, I brought up 11 artists. Well, there was an 11th artist in that video featured, but the video would have been too freaking long to even begin to share with you guys. So, anyway, I'm shooting a new intro and a new outro here in my backyard, folks, and guess what? The next artist up, Sir James Paul McCartney. I'm talking about one of the Fab Four themselves, Mr. James Paul McCartney. Now, as I've brought up before, I've seen him twice. I paid to see him 3 times. I got sick and gave that ticket to my son. He went and he loved the concert. You know, and also, by the way, I'm one of the few people that actually likes McCartney 3. I think it's a wonderful album. I didn't at first, but then I gave it a re-listen, and it's actually quite wonderful. No, I'm talking about his whole approach to playing live for the last 20 years. He's nothing more than a money grubber. All right, so I'm gonna turn around here. I'm gonna show you a schematic at one of the venues for Paul's latest tour, okay? Now, you have to understand, I've seen tickets as low as $204, but there's only a few of those. Most of them begin at $250, which was the amount that I paid for my 3rd concert with him 15, 20 years ago, okay? So here, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here. Here's the venue. Now, the $250 tickets are way up here. Now, here's the stage, folks. See the stage here? Now, I've got a 43-inch monitor back here. An ant would be too big on this little section of stage to show how big he would be. And look where these $250 tickets are. Behind the stage or to the side of the stage. That section's 220, 230, 232, and 218. The cheapest, 209. 275, 282, 387, row 17. My God, what a joke. And you would think that at least this billionaire would have the sense to hire a full orchestra to really do his Beatles songs proper. The biggest joke live is to listen to Eleanor Rigby and his keyboard player playing all the string parts that don't even sound real. I'm sick of it. You know, when I saw him for the 2nd time in Berkeley, he looked about that big. I paid premium bucks for that time. I paid $22.50 to see him at the Cow Palace, and I was 6 to 7 feet away from the man as he sang yesterday, right in front of my face. This takes nothing away from his genius. It takes nothing away from my love of Paul McCartney as an artist. But bullshit is bullshit, and if it smells, there's a bull somewhere in the vicinity. Do you understand what I'm talking about? But it pisses me off to no end when I see what's happened to the music industry. So, what do you think? Am I right on? Did I mess up? I know a lot of you are gonna say I messed up, especially when I bring up such coveted bands like Black Sabbath, Genesis, yes, Paul McCartney. Hey, I understand that, but you know, it's time to either shite or get off the freaking pot. Not me. I'm very discriminate about what concerts I go to see. You know, it wasn't too long ago I saw Donovan on stage in a medium-sized theater telling tales of the 60s and just him on acoustic guitar playing his greatest hits, okay? But the tickets weren't too expensive. And he had something to say that night. It was a wonderful experience. My wife, myself, my daughter, we had a great evening, and he was very entertaining. And you know what? It wasn't an arm and a leg to go see him. Let's put a stop to it, folks. Let's not feed their freaking kitty anymore. Because most of these bands that I've mentioned tonight have reached such a level in their fans' heads that the fans no longer question whether they have anything to sell us anymore. All right, so that about covers the video for tonight. I want to thank everybody for watching it. You know, if you're seeing names in front of me right now, that's because we have some brand new subscribers, and I always, at the end of every video, like to give them a shout out, a kind of welcome on board, welcome to the tribe. Thanks for joining. And of course, a big thank you to our viewers who haven't subscribed yet who are sharing our videos. Thank you so much. You know, if you know anybody who's interested in this kind of content, that's when you might consider sharing the video. They just might thank you. And always, of course, if you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up. It does help the YouTube algorithm better recognize the channel, and in the end, that's good for channel growth, man. So I'm already working on my next video. I'll be shooting that tomorrow. That should be out in the next few days. And some of the comments I've been getting, man, you guys took me to the wall on the last one. I expect the same for this one, no doubt. And that's all right. After all, this is just one man's opinion here, folks. Your opinion, every bit as valid as mine or any other commenter on the channel. But see, that's where the magic happens. See, that's where the dialogue begins. I just begin it, that's all. That's my whole purpose on the channel to open a dialogue on issues in the music business today, and what better ways can we handle those issues. So, taped in my very backyard, this is The Bottom Line. I'm Michael Noland, and thank you for watching. Anger and old ghost alive, taking their one last shot at me. Don't hold me too tight, I'll break like China. Don't hold me tight enough, that's when I tend to fall to the floor.